What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today I am going to be reviewing and unboxing the Ultimate Titan King Ghidorah. And hopefully I did say that. I think I say that name right, but I know there's different ways. King Ghidorah or King Ghidorah. Either way you want to say it. And yes, this is the battle damage reveal or version from Playmates. As we can see right here, there's the battle damage, and there's the skin that's been ripped off. Got a nice little box. We have seen this box before. Up, camera went a little bit out of focus. But yes, we have seen this box before, and this was actually from last year's release. But for some reason, we did not get it when it came out at first over here in the US. But I'm glad I was able to get my hands on this. Granted, I was not actually going to get this when I picked up the other figures. But if you've seen one of my a couple days ago videos, I actually say how and why I picked this up. And I'll just say right now, I got this half off because one of the workers there said that this shouldn't have been up there with the others. It should have been somewhere else or not in the store because it was not on their in their little computer bank, or what, I forget what it's called when it's in the system. There it is. It wasn't in their system. So the guy told me if I buy one of the other figures, and the one I picked up with this was the Suko and Titanus Doug figure. So I ended up getting this half off. So I figured I'd just go and pick it up. And I am kind of glad I did. But we're going to go on and turn. Oh yeah, I already shown this part from Playmates. I'm sorry, I got a little bit over excited. On this side, we got the monster with 3 heads, Monster Zero, the Ultimate Titan, King Ghidorah right here. On the back, we get this epic shot of him right here, and it looks like he is in the city. Behind him is like burning, and buildings are falling. Right up here we got a little bit of a summary. And down here, if y'all want to pause it and rate it, go ahead. But this just tells you about a little bit about him and everything. Monster Zero. If you want to pause it, go ahead. Playmates on the bottom. Up, turning around. We have the barcode. If you don't see this in stores, go and see if you can find it. I've got this at Target. This side we do have some assembly, but I mean that is quite obvious. I know I didn't say the word right, I'm sorry. But let's go on and get him out of his cardboard prison. Alright, I got him all set up. I went on and did the putting it together off camera because the wings right here, they have like these like little clips that they got going to, and they were just not connecting real good while I had the camera rolling. So I kind of cut that part out. But the tails right here are on ball joints, and they just kind of just pop in and out. And if you're wondering which ones go to which one, it probably does not matter because they're both the same. So you can probably just put them on either one. They all both line up probably. As you can see, right here, it says they both connect with there, and you'll end up with the tails like that. But we'll get into all that when I get into like the articulation. But all together here, the wings is what gives this figure its size mostly. Just like all the other King Ghidorah figures, the wings are at the tip of them. It gives him his size and his width. Now, granted, these wings do not move, so, and you will not, once you connect them, they do not come out because the little clips on the inside are like I think they went like kind of in, and then it has like this lip or something on them, so it connects, so it can't be removed. So if you have like limited shelf space, I would not put the wings on whatsoever. I might just set them behind them if if you are limited on shelf space. But if not, go and put the wings on and bask in all this figure's glory, because this is a pretty good figure as far as I've seen. And yes, I did not put on the damage piece on yet because I wanted to show what it looked like on the inside. And they got this reddish pink in there, and you can also see all the muscle fiber. Sorry. And it just looks really nice and clean right there. Instead of just being a straight piece or flat piece and just red on it, they actually got like the muscle fibers where you can see like the tissue and everything. So I thought that was kind of neat, especially with the lighting. Every time I turn, you can see like little details and veins, it looks like. So, and all that is just like all the others. You just take it and just push the piece inside of it. There we go. Now it looks like nothing's ever happened to him. He all healed up like because he has that regenerating ability. But let's go on and get into articulation. First off, let's talk about the heads, because each head is the same one. There is no... Oh, never mind. These two heads are the same. My bad. I thought they all were the same, and I just... Turning them sideways like this, I just realized the mouth, the middle head, the mouth is open all the way, while the two on the sides are not all the way open. They're just slightly open. So that is my bad. I thought they were all the same. By looking forwards, you can't really, you can tell, but it's like hard to tell at some angles. Especially like right here, you can not really tell, I don't think. Or you can, I'm sorry. But I also noticed on this head right here, it does not have that little notch out of his horn. I wonder, how did he get that? If he regenerates his heads, what damaged him to the point that his horns would not grow back? Because I mean, even the wings, when they got like a little bit like torn and everything, and the scene when he did that lightning burst, he had little burn spots right around the wings that just instant healed. Almost the entire head on this side from right here up regenerates. So I just realized, why didn't his horns grow back? Was it that he didn't want the horns to grow back and wanted to be slightly different than the other two? Or was there like something from his home planet that damaged him or bit or broke off his horns to make it where he couldn't grow them back? I wonder if anyone else has thought about that. So I just realized and just kind of had my mind kind of wander for a second, but let's go on and get back to the figure. Now, all three heads are on ball joints, so they can, let me do, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, everybody. My leg on my tripod was loose. I didn't notice that until just now. I thought that was just me earlier. I am so sorry. But right here, all three heads are on ball joints, so they can all rotate and look left, right, up, and down. And that's one awesome piece that is better than the Jack Pacific one. Because that one, I don't think, has that. It just has like the necks move down here, and Kevin's right here. Now, that would have been awesome if they would have left that right here. On this one, you could add a little bit more, or just a piece to just take off for more like damage, but that would have been asking for too much. All three heads are on ball joints too. So if you wanted to, you could just like And it's not hard to take these off. You just like tilt the head this way and just lean back and it just pops right off. And they just pop on real easily. Just like that. And that's probably on all three heads. To the left. Yep. There we go. It's just all of them pops in and out. We're going to turn that back. Now and I like how this one's like to the side because of like Kevin's personality. This one's like a little bit to the side. He's just in the middle since he's just the head, I guess. But next articulation is the legs. They can go up about that far. So if you want to, you could have them like in a running motion almost. And with the wings up, looking like a running chicken or ostrich almost. That don't look right. Feet can go back that far. And oh yeah, before I forget, because I almost forgot, all the heads, since they're on ball joints, can rotate all the way around. I'm sorry that I forgot about that part. Tails are the same as the heads on ball joints, so they can go up, down, side to side, but also they can rotate all the way around. So if you want to have them in his flying pose, all you gotta do is move the heads up, move the tails down, feet back, and there we go. He's in his little bit of a flying form or stage. And all the spikes even line up right almost when you're doing this. Now, one thing that I never understood was if they could get like these little spikes on the tail right here, why couldn't they give Ghidorah his 2 rows of spikes on the neck right here? I know they were trying to keep all 3 heads or necks the same, but you got this one right here that's curved over, so this was a separate mold than these 2, and this one's slightly to the side or to the right. So, and his is just straight down the middle. So all 3 necks are separate molds. So why couldn't you gone and gave us the 2 rows and just made the spikes a little bit smaller? It's just something I never like understood, and they've done that even on the Jack Pacific one has it. Now the only figures that I know that probably does have the double spikes on the middle neck is SH Monster Arts and Hiya Toys. And probably X Plus and all, and the statues are like that because they're from like statues of the movies. But all these other ones, I know it's just a cheap figure, but that's just something they could have done since they did the tail. But at least we got that on the tail, and it's not just a straight noodle with the texture. Because that would have been like it's just on the side right here, and that's all we would have gotten. But we still get like all those neat details like on the leg spikes right here. Do we have? Yep, we even have detail on the toes. Wings do have somewhat of some folds going on, so that is kind of nice. They're not just flat. It's the upper side, and we even get if y'all can see that, we got these veins going on, and I like how they have this going on the figure. And we do have our copyright stuff right here on the wing. I didn't even notice that. I thought that was like on the bottom or like on the tail or something, but nope. And blends in real good. At first, I didn't even notice this was on there. But yeah, let's go on and get into some size comparisons real quick, so we can get him back where he was. First up, we're gonna size him up with the Godzilla from 2014, the City Destruction version. And he is slightly taller than that. And the only reason I pulled him out, I'm going to pull out the next one, and that is Kong right here. The ferocious Kong. Hopefully I said that right. Oh, wait a minute. I got to change something real quick. Hang on. There we go. I forgot to put his head, the actual head back on. My bad. And he's about the same. No, Ghidorah is slightly taller, and Grant, I do have the heads a little bit down probably. So yeah, he stands about right here. I'm not counting the wings, I'm counting the heads. Stands as tall as this, slightly taller than this by probably a hair. And Grant, I don't have the head all the way back on there. Yeah, just slightly a hair taller. Now, if you want this to fit in size of Parascent and the scale, let's get these two out the way. Then you are going to need the Jakks Pacific Mini Godzilla. Because Godzilla only stands up to like the chest or a little bit taller than the chest, just like how he is right here. And the only reason I know, like if we put them apart, we got that epic scene from in the Arctic of Godzilla showing up, and Ghidorah, he stood about that size. So this is actually works out when you put him down. Like, let's say if these wings folded and he was down and everything, and he was like right here, when they're running towards each other, bam, there we go, and then they go like this. So yes, this actually works great with the Jakks Pacific and probably other minis and scale. But if y'all don't think so, let me know in the comments. Or do y'all think this actually does work great and scale with each other? Because if it wasn't for these long necks right here, and it was right here, they would have been about the same size. Because those necks is what gave him his height. So I'm going to go and end the video here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hopefully see everybody next time.